The best part about Manafort's jail cell just got revealed. When rich and powerful criminals are brought to justice, it's difficult not to indulge in a smidgen of schadenfreude. Yet with the avalanche of bleak news emanating from the Trump administration on a daily basis, the news that Paul Manafort was going to have his bail revoked because of his attempts at witness tampering was cause for absolute jubilation among members of the resistance. The conditions under which Manafort will be imprisoned may be cause for even further celebration for those who believe that justice should be blind and that privilege ends at the jailhouse door. After his hearing this morning, Manafort was shipped off to the Washington, D.C. Central Detention Facility, a typical penal system hellhole that's a far cry from the multiple Tony digs that the former Trump campaign manager is used to living in. The Twitter activist Ed Krasenstein posted this photo of the prison along with a description of one of the conditions that Manafort will be facing. This is D.C. Central Detention Facility. It's where Paul Manafort will spend his foreseeable future. Those detained there say it is covered in cockroaches and that inmates stay up at night killing them. In other words, Manafort will feel just at home. pic.twitter.com/u6y9mglaej Ed Krasenstein, at Ed Krasen, June 15, 2018. The website of the local Fox affiliate in Washington details an account of one night in the detainment facility that a group of pastors had to endure after they were arrested for civil disobedience at a prayer protest outside of the Supreme Court. Reverend Graylin Hagler was among those taken into custody who had to spend a night in the despicable conditions in the jail and described the experience. It was a metal shelf for a bed, literally, described Hagler. Roaches were walking all over that as well as the ceilings and up the walls and on the floors. So you are spending the night killing roaches. At least Manafort will be incarcerated with plenty of his own kind. Reverend Jimmy R. Hawkins and Reverend William Manafort were also locked up along with Reverend Hagler, and they chronicled the entire facility as filthy and foully odoriferous. Also, the treatment of the staff. One guy asked for some water and the officer who was walking by said, "You see me having water in my hand." He came back 5 minutes later with a jug of water and said, "I'm only going to walk down this aisle one more time, and if you don't get water, then too bad," said Hawkins. The pastors implored the city's mayor to improve conditions in the prison. "I challenge the mayor, every elected official, to spend a night in jail," said Reverend Lamar. "These elections are coming up. You go and spend a night in jail without a pillow, without a blanket. Mayor, council people, you spend a night so that you can see where you are sending your citizens. Is it wrong to hope that the mayor doesn't act quite so soon?" With Manafort living in conditions like these until his September trial date, or Trump's pardon, whichever comes first, the likelihood of his flipping and becoming state's witness after divulging all he knows about the activities of the Trump campaign during the election is really just a test of his breaking point. Going from his luxurious lifestyle to that of a common criminal, that breaking point may not take too long to reach, given the conditions that have been described.